I was 21 years old, a wannabe rock and roll star, playing shows around the San Francisco Bay Area. I'd been a very poor student, and one night, returning home from playing a gig, I noticed that the stars were in a different place in the night sky than they had been when I went in to load into the show. It was that constellation of Orion, but I didn't know its name at the time. And I got curious. I got curious, and I allowed myself to follow my curiosity down to the local community college to take an astronomy course to tell me why the stars were moving. I had paid so little attention in school, I'd missed that whole Earth spinning on its axis thing. The astronomy course had a prerequisite of a physics course. Physics? I don't think so. But it was physics without math. And I thought, maybe I'll survive. Well, that physics course made all the difference. That lit the spark of curiosity that I'd experienced looking at the night sky into a fire of exploration that changed my life and would eventually take me to having a PhD and landing spacecraft on the surface of Mars. If old Adam had been told what Adam of today's job is, my head would have exploded. But thank God we never really know where our human curiosity can take us. Are we alone? Are we alone here in our universe? Are we alone in our solar system? Could one of our nearest neighbors harbor life? Now, we've been putting rovers on the surface of Mars for a while to try and answer that question of life. Here is a family portrait of those rovers, starting in 1997 with the tiny little Mars Pathfinder rover, just the size of an oven. It was important because we were able to make it to the surface of Mars for 1/10 the cost that we had previously gone. We followed on a few years later in 2004 with Spirit and Opportunity. These rovers were important because they told us that liquid water had been on the surface of Mars. And we know from here on Earth that where there is liquid water, there is life. And where there is no liquid water, we never find life. But they couldn't tell us some important features of the water. Was it salty? Was it sweet? Was it acidic? Was it basic? In short, was that ancient, wet, aqueous environment habitable for life? Well, in comes curiosity. She's 900 kilos, the size of a car. She's chock full of all of the instruments we would need to answer this question about the habitability of ancient Mars. But she's hard to land, and that was our team's job.